This looks like a job for Superman.
Hey everybody, Rez the Collector here. I know I've been gone for a while, haven't had any videos out in a few weeks, and I really apologize for that. Things have been kind of up in the air and stressed out here, but I'm ready to sit down and get back to reviewing. As you can see here, there's a lot of figures in the background here, and all of those figures do need to have reviews done on them. I've had some of them for a while. Of course, like this gentleman here, I got back in August. You can see right here the DC Multiverse Christopher Reeve figure. And I wanted to go ahead and start with him. I actually had to go back and look at my videos to make sure I hadn't done him, and I can't believe that I haven't gotten a review of him out yet. But really, since Comic-Con, all I've really done is the Hot Toy, the Supergirl, and some statues and things. I did want to announce the winner of my one-year anniversary contest. I didn't have many entries, so I did roll a die, and the winner of that contest is Jamie Evans. Jamie, I have got your prize here, and I will get to you probably on Facebook, and we'll discuss that. I'm sorry, buddy. It might take me a little while to get it shipped out to you because I really don't have any money at this point. But I will get those to you, Jamie. Congratulations on winning, and thank you to the like 2 people who entered the contest. I have 200 subscribers, so I wasn't expecting it to be huge or anything. But congratulations to you, Jamie. All right, so as you can see here, we've got the Christopher Reeve Multiverse Superman figure. This is a 4-inch figure put out by Mattel for their new Multiverse line. This was a figure that I know myself and a great deal, all of the Superman collecting community were looking for. And of course, he was difficult to find. I don't know what Mattel's doing with their releasing. They're releasing some figures in only one region, some figures in another region. Like, I know a lot of people were having a hard time finding the Zod figures at first. We had them here in Illinois, but other states weren't able to find them. So I really don't understand why Mattel is doing this. They're hurting their own business, really, by not having mass availability. I mean, they can say that it's, they're trying to see how they're selling in some areas, but it's hurting the collection community, because then we have to go through scalpers, basically, who are going into these stores because they're rare and hard to find. A scalper will find them in a store and he'll buy them all up and then sell them for, double or triple the price. And it's killing a lot of us. I mean, I paid, God, what, $22.50 for this guy, basically. I bought 2 of them. I got them at Chicago Comic-Con, and I only found one dealer in that entire building. And this is a huge building with, I mean, just hundreds of dealers. I found one guy who had these, just one. And I got 2 of them for like $45. And now, of course, I've been to a comic shop near Chicago, and they had them for like $14.99. But I'd already purchased them. And I could have gotten them off Amazon as well for, I think, $20 at that point. But I wanted to be able to see the figure, look at it before I made my purchase, because, let's face it, quality control is an issue that we face a great deal as collectors. So I wanted to be able to see the figure first. So I paid a lot of money for this guy just because Mattel couldn't get these things shipped to all the retail stores. Don't pick a region, make them, ship them out to everybody. I still have never seen a Penguin or a Catwoman in store. Haven't seen one. And actually, the stores in my area don't even sell this line. The Walmart in my area doesn't sell it. That's really all I have is Walmart. Yeah, there are stores that don't even pick up these lines. Mattel is really, really hurting itself, especially since the demise of the DCUC, and now their Masters of the Universe is ending. And from what I've heard, that's pretty much going to shut down Matty Collector. So Mattel has killed itself. I really hope that they just let the license go and another company can pick it up and give us some great DC figures. Again, I realize I've kind of gone off on a rant here. I tend to do that a lot. Those of you guys who watch my videos often know that this tends to happen to me. So I apologize for that. Let's get to the figure, because I do want to look at him, because he was one of those amazing figures that I had to have. I don't know, amazing figure might be a little too much. It's a Christopher Reeve figure, so it was a must-have. Had to have it. As for the figure itself, well, let's take a look at him. I've got another one in package, but he's kind of a little difficult to get to, so I just have this one here, and this is how I have him displayed. As you can see with the Multiverse, there's always that little bit of packaging on the side that is not taped in, so you can easily remove that, which I did, and I used this for display. Actually display this guy down by the Christopher Reeve Hot Toys, both the good and evil Superman. Of course, because we've got this wonderful picture of Chris right here. And of course, we've got the Superman label. Now, I do have him on one of the little DC Universe stands. Let's take a look at the full 360 on this guy. And yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Nightwing's all up in the way. Okay. Alright, there you go. Full 360 on him. Let me just pan back the camera then. As you can see, I've got the little stand there. Of course, sold separately. They come in boxes, I think, of 25, but they don't work for 6-inch figures. So I have been trying to find small uses for them because I didn't realize that they weren't going to work for my 6-inch figures when I got them. So some of the littler figures I have is what I'm using them on. Some of the Injustice, Superman and Nightwing, the Batman, the '89 Batman. I have one of the Multiverse series I use it for. So there you go. There's the full 360 of the figure. Now, some things that changed between initial promo shots and the figure that we actually got. Is one in the first promo shots. And I know we did get some later that showed it, but in the first promo shots, he had no articulation in the legs at all. It was basically just hip, and he had no knee bend. So they did fix that. We do get a bend at the knee. Another thing, and I'm just going to go ahead and stop this when it gets back around to the front. All right. Another thing is they changed how far the red undies extend. As you can see here, they've got it going up at quite a... It's going to fall. There we go. As you can see here, they've got it going at quite a severe angle here up on the hip, whereas I believe in the promo shots, this whole piece here was red, and there goes the stand as well. This whole piece here at the hip joint was all red, and then just this part of the leg here that's moving was blue. So they definitely made a design change there, at least a paint app change. But yeah, big design change here is we got the knee bend. We also got a rotation there right above the knee. And that definitely was not there in the first promo shots. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at just the figure as a whole. Now the face, for it being a 4-inch figure, I think they did a really, really good job on the face. Really, I mean, there's not a lot that they could have, much more they could have really done with that, because it's a small figure. So you got to figure, sorry about that, I'm saying the word figure a lot, that there's only so much detail that they could really get into that. So for the face sculpt, I think they did a good job. Now the S, I think they matched the shape of Christopher's S very well, but that S is just way, way too big. It's dominating way too much of his chest. And it is, I don't know, I guess it is kind of flat on there. But it's way, way too big. If you look at the picture here, it should only basically be in his upper chest. It's just the way it's designed, it's just far too large for this body. And that was one of the first things I actually thought about it when I saw even the promo images of this figure, was his S is way too big. Of course, they got the belt right, and the undies, well, they did change the way the application was applied, are correct. The belt is correct. I do like that they got a real nice S curl there. You see it here. They did a really good job in matching that S curl. It is not exactly a soft plastic cape. It's not really going to go very far. As you can see, it pulling it out kind of bends the figure over. Again, that S on the back, I am glad that they did include the S, but it is way too big. Far too large of an S on the back of the cape. But I am glad that it's there. Now, there's not really a whole lot to say about the figure. He does have ball jointed arms. He's got rotation, not rotation, but bend at the elbow, and he does have a wrist rotation. Head, not a lot of movement. Just a tiniest sliver up and down, and then basically he can go all the way, whoa. He was about to spit some pea soup at people. All the way around, but really not a whole lot of movement for up and down. He does, of course, have a rotation here at the waist. He does have standard Mattel legs that have good back, good forward. Not so much back, actually, because this hard cape prevents that. But if the cape wasn't there, he'd have a good back. Of course, he's got that standard Mattel T-joint going out side to side. And then the largest difference from the promos, again, is the rotation here at the lower thigh, the bend at the knee. So overall, my impressions of this figure, I'm really ecstatic to have it. If you're not a huge Superman fan or a huge Christopher Reeve fan, I would say that it's not a figure that you really have to have, because most of us, even Superman collectors, I've seen some of them out there, because it's not in the 6-inch range, 6 to 7 inch, basically Mattel or DC collectibles, a lot of people didn't want it. Because why would you take that if you have got that license and you can put out something in the image of Christopher Reeve? Why would you choose to do it in 4-inch format? And I think that was just Mattel's decision, because they basically started the new Multiverse line. I think had they had the Christopher Reeve license, the likeness license, previously when they were doing the DCUC, we would have got something that was amazing. I would have loved to have seen the Four Horsemen take a really good crack at this, or some of the other amazing sculptors. God, bring in a guest sculptor for something that important, for something Christopher Reeve. You want to get some sculptor in there that is going to make just the most amazing figure that they could. Something like that. You don't want to use just your generic Mattel body bucks that they had. I mean, they had just a few that they used for most males. You wanted something, I would say, something that's unique. So I would have brought in a great sculptor. I would have brought in a Tim Bruckner or Shoop or any of the other ones that could come in and really do the figure justice. So if you're not willing to go to a smaller scale just to have this figure, you can pass it up. For me and a few of my friends I know that have to have it, there was no way you're not going to get it. Now, as for the rest of the Multiverse collection, I've got like 5 or 6 of them. And of course, 2 of those are the 2 Supermans. And then I've got the Arkham City Batman, the Arkham City Mr. Freeze. So that's 4 right there. And the 89 Batman. That's 5. Oh, and Zod, 6. So I've got 6 of these. And I really don't see myself going any further with these unless we get some other cool Supermans. Maybe a Supergirl in the line, something like that. I really don't see myself purchasing any more of these, but the iconic ones, the Zod, the 89 Batman, and of course the Christopher Reeve Superman, those are must-haves. Alright guys, this actually review went a little longer than I had intended to, so this is it. Sorry, I'm a little rusty, it's been a while. As you can see, all these figures in the background, those reviews are coming. And I've got a very special gift coming from a good buddy of mine, and I can't wait till that gets here, because that's going to get opened, and definitely going to have a review done of that. Other than that, I really don't have anything more coming. For a lot of you may not know, I lost my job, so the collecting has been put on hold. There's one thing I know that I'll most likely be getting for Christmas, and that, of course, will be a statue and be added to the collection. But beyond that, until some financial stuff gets worked out, I putting everything on hold. But I do have, again, quite a bit back here to review, and I've got a lot of older stuff that I've never reviewed that I could go back and review. I started doing book reviews, so look for that. There's a lot of stuff that I can still do with the channel, even though I'm not going to be buying anything new for a little bit. There's a lot of material to be going out on here, so keep watch for that. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to this channel. I try to put out cool stuff, like I just mentioned, action figure reviews, statue reviews, book reviews. I might end up doing some movie reviews. Probably not comics because they're too expensive to pick up. Even, when we were flush with cash, still comic is what, like $4 now? Screw all of that. But there are some great people out there that do comic reviews. Rob from Rob's Rogues, if you're into Batman and Robin, go see that dude. He does really great reviews on some of the comics. So yeah, just come on back, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. I do like to hear from everybody. I'm going to try to get back to everybody's comments, something I had kind of slacked off on, but now that I've got time, I'll be doing that. And of course, thank you for watching. This was Rise the Collector. Have a great day.